The thought of playing brilliant games from your childhood. There's just no substitute for that feeling, is there? What game comes to mind when you think of games like that? Star Fox? Metroid? Super Mario? Or maybe a bit of Sonic the Hedgehog? I know the one game that captured my interest as a child. For those of you who have already read this video title, you probably already know what that is too. As well as its whole franchise, I'm speaking of course about The Legend of Zelda. I remember playing Zelda with my brother and my uncle at my grandparents' house before dinner on the old Nintendo 64. And while I don't remember too much, I do remember that they were some really good memories. So today, I have for you a video on The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Why that one in particular? Well, it's a personal favourite of mine, you know? I mean, I have all the Zelda games. I could have done any Zelda game I wanted to. But I chose that one because it's a personal best. What? What are you looking at me like that for? I mean, you can leave a dislike and a hateful comment in the section below, but I don't acknowledge that crap! So waking up, first thing we have to do is find the sword in a chest while avoiding a big boulder. Big boulder, big boulder. Then you have to track down a few rupees to buy the wooden shield and enter the first dungeon. You can get access to the Lost Woods right from the start too. I normally do, just so I can go to the Sacred Forest Meadow and fight Sprocket from Fraggle Rock.
Oh, that's one ugly woofer. He better not show his face on this show again, otherwise I may have to chase him!
Did you know, Chi-Chu? They have, they're big as elephants, and they have teeth sharper than knives.
Well, I may have to chase him anyway.
Yeah, right, Chi-Chu. Like you'd ever chase a dog like that. Here at the start of the game, you do have to be careful. You need to avoid those random rock humpers and mandatory text boxes, which will annoy you to hell. Eventually, you will have to attempt the first dungeon. That is after you've equipped your sword and shield and gotten through those Deku barbers. They just sort of spin around and well, they aren't really all that threatening, to be honest. You can pretty much just walk past them. Anyway, the first dungeon, the Deku tree. But it's okay, because we have found some Deku nuts. The one item in the game at the start that pretty much makes you invincible. Let me show you. So, let's never underestimate the power of this simple item that can be completely overlooked throughout the whole game. Eventually you will get to a point in the game where you will need to use the Deku stick to burn through a cobweb. Yes, inside a tree, also made from the same wood as the Deku stick. If that's the way it goes, then who the hell am I to judge you, Nintendo? I'm sure this will not have any negative repercussions after all. So, let's get on with it, shall we?
Wow, we have breaking news today, as people are dying and losing all their homes due to a massive fire that is spreading throughout the town. As we all know, the cause for this trouble is Scruffball, that son of a bitch who calls himself a YouTuber. We caught up with Scruffball and he had to say this.
I really don't know what to say.
What an I hate that guy and so do you. Now onto the weather, it's hot as hell because that son of a bitch Scruffball. Now that is relief. Thanks for Scruffball. Don't think it'll come in and turn this off.
I suppose all that's left to do now is flee the forest. Onwards to find Princess Zelda. But first, annoying owl dialogue boxes that never seem to end. Ugh. Wait a minute. Is the default option here for him to repeat all the information that is told me again and again and again? Oh my god! So I have to do this slow, very slow, pressing it one by one to make sure I don't choose the option for that owl to repeat himself. Great. I mean, this is information that I already know I don't really care about anyway, so what the hell? Go! Get the hell out of here, you! I've got a game to play, a world to explore, and an adventure to embark upon, okay? Hopefully, I'll never have to talk to that owl ever again. Oh, wow! That makes me traumatized for life. Jeez. I mean, I know he doesn't have any actual genitals down there, but it's the fact that he was really trying that freaked me out. So, with that, I think Link wants to retire. For good.